this morning.
We got to know each other a little bit, and I was fascinated, of course. I knew I was before. But now we talk about this film.
Yes.
Yeah, because you just saw this film.
Maybe we can sit down here.
Yeah, I think we can try to be more comfy.
Good here, so warm. They have a good materials in Islam. All these wood is so warm and so
real wood. So I try to prepare because I'm supposed to open up to something.
Open.
I have the first question, and then please, if you have questions, please ask them. Ask the questions.
Yes, please.
Because she is very sharing. Okay, I met her today. I mean, you're absolutely sharing.
I'm sharing?
Yes. And you see it in this film, and you're very focused, and it's very clear the gifts you are giving into the camera and to the audience. It is like you know the story. I mean, there's no doubt about this. My question is, as an actress, it's like you're working on an international field in this film. So you have actors that come from very different schools of acting.
Yes.
You have an English actor, American actor, Australian actor, French actor, Spanish actor.
Oh, look at the girl.
Oh my God.
The plans for the girl.
Oh, this is now we have more. That's perfect. Yes, now we have more. So my question is, how do you approach this, or do you think about it when you work on a film like this with so many different acting techniques or something like this? Do you think about this?
No, I don't think about it. I mean, each one take care of his way to do it. I'm in Harvey Keitel. What do you think when you are like a legend, living legend like this? You know, but he's so tender at the same time. He's not somebody that impresses you. Or Tony Collette that I love so much. Each one has his own way to do it, and I don't take care about. I mean, it's much more how we work together and how our chemistry is going on, and the level of complicity we can have with each other. I'm much more into the human being way of relationship more than how he's going to work this or that. But it's true that in all the films is the director, in this case was Amanda Serres. She wrote this film for me, especially. She wrote first of all for theater. But I didn't feel that I can do that in theater, even if it can work very well in cinema. It's translated in theater, but we thought that it would be great to do a film.
So how do you know her?
I know her because at the beginning I know her because we shared the same agent in Paris, and we met to speak about women issues, and she's an amazing writer. And in reality, Madame is her second film, but like she had kids, it seems like the first one because it had a lot of years between the first one until the second, and then for her it was like her second, but was a feeling like it was her first. And she's so sweet and so talented, and like she wrote the film at the same time that she's directing. We trust her so much, and also for me it was like a present that she wrote this Madame for me. You know, we were very following her intuition and her way to do things, and we were like a family. It was a beautiful adventure.
And how many weeks was it in shooting?
We shoot August in Paris, and we went, I think, in 4 weeks, and we were there. I guess I don't remember exactly.
And all of you together, like you?
How much? My daughter knows everything. 7 weeks.
7 weeks.
Thank you, baby.
So she created like an ensemble. You acted like an ensemble, like in theater group, when doing this film, the group of actors. Yeah, okay. talked about this morning about techniques. So actually, I'm just going to ask you again and pretend I don't know the answers, so they also get the answers. Your technique as an actress.
Well, I have no technique.
I love it.
But I mean, I feel more like an interpreter more than an actress, because I'm an artist and I do a lot of things, and one of them is performing like an actress. But I feel myself more than a performer or interpreter than an actress in the, how can I say, in the stage. I mean, I respect so much actors, but they are constricted, I mean limited by, when you are only an actress, you know, I'm not that fragile. Actresses are very fragile, you know, I they need to know where they come from, the character, where they're going, and I always, if they are not playing, they feel a bit frustrated. I don't have these kind of issues because, like an artist, I have a lot of things that my curiosity goes toward and passionate. And if I'm not playing, I can go into music or sculpture or painting or performance. I like very much theater and performing artist. And I always in a sort of creativity fever. And then I don't need to be, sometimes I don't need to be anyone else than myself. Because I like to be myself in my life, and I don't need to feel complete performing another character. But my technique is, like I am an autodidact. We were this morning speaking about mistakes, how beautiful they are, and welcoming mistakes in art and accidents, how beautiful it is to don't feel that you control everything or that you are a genius. I guess my first love with art was poetry, and like I told you this morning, for me poetry is the mother of all of arts, because a musician do poetry with music, with notes, a painter do poetry with the colors. All of us, we do poetry without perhaps notice in our regular lives. When you cook something with love for your beloved persons, you are doing poetry too. Even simple things in life are basic poetry, no? The way we look at life and tenderness, a lot of things. And all of us, we are artists. My father was constructing houses, and he didn't know how to read, even in write. It was my mother who helped him to learn. My mother was very cultivated and very modern for her time, but she was a very good singing, very good painting watercolors, but she was not interested in art. And she was always saying, I'm not an artist, taking care of cats and plants. But my father was with his family, he was an artist without noticing either. He can do something like Gaudí, architecture, and he not even knew who was Gaudí. I mean, we are all artists. And when you don't feel like that, what I don't like in the artist world, in actors' world too, is the vanity. But the musician said, I'm a genius, I composed this symphony. But this symphony composed you more. I mean, this symphony is the result of all the sound that you hear, a lot of influence that you have when you were growing up that you are not even conscious. And I mean, like we were speaking this morning, I feel that we human beings and artists, we are vehicles of art. We are not like tunnels that we create art. No, we are there. If you forget yourself, if you are not in a vanity mood or ego trip, that you think you are genius and you are doing that. If you allow art come through you, it's amazing. You are a channel. About that, if you are successfully, great. But if you fail, no problem either, because you are a channel. You can say, I'm great, and you can be proud of the work you have to do to arrive to something. Perseverance. Something, for example, a director. This film took years. We almost say that we are not doing it at the end, when somebody came with the financial money and we can do it. But the obsession, artists, directors, musicians, has to finish some work, that you can say, I'm proud of my obsession, I'm proud of my will to do that, of the work, 4 years spending, 5 years, 7 years to finish this. We can be proud of that will that we put in something. But if that something is great or is not that beautiful, it's not the process is much more beautiful than the result of things. Please, my daughter speak better English than me. If I say something that people don't catch it, please correct. Because I give you birth. You can think that by correcting. But I mean, we are all artists, and I like when, for example, I put myself in. I'm gonna do an sculpture. Or with earth. I don't know, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I put my hands there, because when we work with our hands, it's such of emptiness that's arrived, and we are in a sort of limbo of meditation. When our hands are busy, our head is resting. It's such a, you are not thinking, overthinking, you know that it's very tired, overthinking. Sometimes we are worrying about a lot of things. And then when we were doing things with our hands, we are in a happiness and conscience, right? Sometimes when I see or when I do an escalator or something, I do not even know what's going to happen there. And then, oh, look! I didn't have a strategic thinking. Now I'm gonna do this. I'm surprised. I'm the first audience of something that happened. No, it's my way to do. Then, like I love Taoist philosophy. Then I work a little bit like that. When I'm gonna do a character, for example, this character. Very well wrote already, because she wrote it already so beautiful. And did you see the end? The end was the first scene we shoot. Can you imagine? And I was, why do you have to do that? Yeah, because I want that you are beautiful and relaxed, and after we're going to shoot all the film, you're going to be tired, you're going to be dark. And this Notre Dame scene was the first day of shooting.
Yeah, it's like the end starts with a new beginning. So she actually wanted to start with a beginning of something new.
But in cinema, it's not like theater, like we were speaking this morning. In theater, you have the chronology that helps you a lot, because everything is in chronological time. If you are happy, then you have to be sad. You know the way that is bringing you until the sadness that you have to deliver it. But in cinema, you can have the beginning at the end at the beginning, then the middle, something. That is better, for me, it's better to disappear. I disappear, and I make this Taoist emptiness, and something gonna fill that emptiness. What gonna fill? The character. I say, come! I'm gonna leave my body, I let you my body, I let you my voice, and I do the emptiness and you come. And when you work without ego, a lot of many things happen. And in the beginning, I invoke, now we can say her, this character come, and she came. And sometimes I play with this, with the directors. when we have to do a film and we have to repeat a lot of the scenes. At the beginning of the scene, there are something very, very, very magic because very fresh, and I feel the character that is there. That something is driving me, not my intellect, not my physicality, something that comes in the character, something magic, like a spirit. But sometimes when we are very fed up of work, I'm tired, I say, the character is not here anymore. Huh? I'm doing with the work, but it's me doing the work. Huh? She left. Or sometimes I joke and say, this early, you want to wake up me? He said, the character is not coming so early. Let me tell you, I'm going to be here physically, but the character until 10 of the morning, not show up. You know, I play with this, but in reality it happened. Sometimes you do it with the how you say, con el oficio, you do it with the because you know your work, but you don't, you know when the character is there or not. When she comes inside you, or
but what do you do?
It's a risky, because I love risky too. I love so much risky. But I
You can never know.
I never learn by heart the lines. I refuse to study. I read. Just that is my methodology. Even I was telling that to Javier Bardem. Can you imagine? When we come back from Cannes to Madrid, we were in the same plane, close one to each other. But how can you do that, Rosie? But I don't know, but I do it like that. But I respect so much actors that can arrive to organic with a method. Because for me, organic is improvise. I like when we improvise. For example, I win an amazing award a long time ago, 20 years ago, with a French film that called Orge. And I was amazed. I win the Locarno Film Festival Leopardo. And this, I love it so much because this character is the only time I shoot a film chronologically, because the director was a little bit perverse and he didn't allow any of the actors to read the script. Like in real life, we don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, right? We don't know we're gonna meet in the street by a friend. We don't know what we're gonna, and then we can't study the script because each day he told us what we're gonna do, what's gonna happen. Now the character gonna go there, and now we don't have time to rehearse, not even to study our lines in French, nothing. And I love it so much. I love it so much. But there are actors that scare them so much, you know. But for me, it's so exciting to do that. And I exactly I win the award. I do. What's working so good for me, that improvise. And I always have to interact with the director, with Pedro Almodovar. Pedro, I would like to do, the character asked me that. What do you think? You buy it or not? Because in theater and in cinema we say that verb. Do you buy it? Okay, I buy it. I sell it. I buy it. Do you buy that for me? No, Rosie, I don't like it. Okay. But I try. Yes, put it there. Yep. Or even with a Theory Gillian Quixote, that my character was very, very, very short, and I have not that much line. I was asking him in the middle of the stop of the shooting, please, Terry, give me a fucking line. I want to have a fucking line.
My character wants a line.
Do you know what I mean? I'm very fresh, and even I want to have fun with the. Like I told you, in cinema we are like dolls. Everything is a film. They made the film in the editing room. And that you are a doll. They can cut you, they can put it there. In theater, in performance, I always do things that touch my heart. But in cinema, I can do bad movies. I don't mind. I mean, I prefer the good ones, of course. But even if they are bad, the adventure I lived like human being, with all my crew, with all the film team, the things that happen behind the camera, they are very good too. I made very bad movies in Italy, but I learned Italian, I have so much fun. I met people that worked with Pasolini, with Fellini, with Rossellini, Christian designer. I have a lot of fun, a lot of beautiful things happen to me. Who cares if the movie was bad? Real life is much more important, I guess. And the process, the creative process that you live there is much more important. But I cannot speak for hours, but we're gonna let them ask something, right?
Do you have questions?
Better, curiosity.
Hola.
Esta chica me suena. Come on.
How do you like Iceland? ¿Cómo te parece el frío y el paisaje?
I love it, Iceland. I'm only my 4th day here. Just 4 days, no? The 4th. But it's like I'm here like 1 month ago. I mean, I can live in this sky lagoon. We have to put a sky lagoon in Madrid, please. We want this in Madrid too. I like how you island people love to be together in the water, drinking beer. You have to do a sport, this way of living. Let me tell you. And also, we went to the outside of Reykjavik. Everything is so beautiful. I love nature, and you have the water. I love the water. Drink water is so good, even in this paper bag. Paper. This is so good, even here. It is good. Water. Amazing water, crystalline. Fina, se bebe sola. Now I love very much. Even and I sometimes this architecture a little bit retro is very cinematographic. Iceland. It looks like we are in a Wes Anderson film, and I see you all like characters too. Sometimes when you are shooting a film and you, for example, it's a night of shooting, and you come back in the morning a little bit like that, and then the girl of the boy who drives you to the hotel, you are, and you see all the people waking up in the morning to go to the work, and you see and you see everybody like characters. He's doing very well in the business station. Look, he's perfect. He's and here, I don't know why, you are like already like very cinematographic character here in Iceland. It's very random. We were in Follow Mission. It's amazing that you have a museum dedicated to the Follow, to the pennies. But close to the HM. That's perfect. HM and the Follow. This is a very random thing that happens here in Reykjavik. But I feel you are very, the energy I felt here from the people is very, I don't know, very good energy, very organic, very open mind, very nice, very gentle. I don't think you worry a lot about things. I born in Mallorca and Iceland too. Island people were really special, right? It's like we live in our own island too. We are in the middle of the ocean. I don't know, something that, but anyway, I have this capacity. Where I am, I belong. Now I am an Iceland girl too. But I am, I belong. And every place I have been in my life in the world, I feel like we have much more things that connect us than separate us. I don't know why people still, about that I always say, I believe only in gastronomic boundaries. They are all to celebrate. The geopoliticals, let me tell you, there are a lot of blood, wars, economic interests, the bad human behaviors, but gastronomic boundaries, hello, very welcome.
So, more questions from the audience?
Yes, hi, nice to see you. I was wondering about your character in Madame, the movie. You say it comes through you as a channel, but you must use some tools for yourself. You are tired, you are there, and your character comes. You must something that you are using while preparing to that character. Is there something that you can share with us, or something that you...
I mean, this character was, like I told you, very well grown already. And then she was like, we can see a lot of people like she is. I mean, I am very concerned and very empathic with the people who help us to live better. I mean, if I was a government, a president, all these kind of works, the people who clean up our houses, hotels, people who serve our drink, people who work in the supermarket, all the people who help us, for me, are the real heroes of the society. The nurses, doctors, for me, are heroes, really. And for example, in all the hotels I live, even if they are luxury hotels or very modest, I always put privacy, don't disturb, because I'm thinking, if I am a woman who cleaned the rooms, and I say, don't disturb, this, one room less, I can go home earlier. I always think, I can arrange my room, why I need a person every day? Perhaps 3 days not, 1 day yes, that is much more coherent. But I always think the people who help me to take the luggage, or the people, I have a lot of, so much really from, I'm moved to tell that, because they are people who earn very few money for the work they do, and it's like nobody take care of them. And this woman was like that. She sacrificed for her daughter to pay the studies of her daughter. She has all this humiliation from her boss, and she's still being humble. She has a very good heart. Even this mistake that happened to her, like it's a little bit Cinderella, and a lot of people is, oh, why did I finish so beautiful? But in a way, the end is beautiful because she goes to her freedom, but nobody stole her heart. She's still being dignified with herself. There are a lot of dignified spirits working for us. And my sensitivity, also because my mother, my father, I came from a very humble family, and I'm very proud of that. But when people don't pay attention to the people who take care of us, I mean, this is a poor spirit at the end. You know, and I always think about these kind of people who help us to live a better life. And this is not simple. This character has a lot of dignity and humanity, and even in those hurt her or don't, you know, she's still being her, and she knows who she is, and she's not ready to sell her soul. You know what I mean?
Are you ever afraid on set that the character does not arrive? Like we talked before. I think you're asking, do you have any tools to call the character in if it disappears? Or do you just leave set? Or you just fake it?
I answer her in the way it moves. The light.
We are automatically scheduled, so we are scheduled for this, so we don't control that, but we will, handle it.
So now you shall state...
No, I mean, I answered you in the way that when a character is very well grown, everything is there. You know what Maria Callas said, and I love it? He said, "Ah, you sing so beautiful, and such a sensibility and beautiful expression." Everybody was asking that to her, and she said, "When I really hear the music, the composer already put everything there. If you really listen, if you listen with your heart, your voice gonna have all that sensibility that the composer put inside the music." And it's true, when something is very well wrote, you let yourself go. I don't remember the tools I used. Really, I cannot answer what tools or what, because I'm not thinking about tools when I'm doing that. I disappear, and this sweet character, she has a lot of sweetness, a lot of la douceur. C'était très doux comme personnage. I let this spirit develop by itself. I cannot express more because the rest is mystery. It's mystery, the mystery of the magic thing. We were speaking about accident. We love accident. I mean, in Women of the Verge, I don't know if you, some of you saw the other day, Women of the Verge.
The microphones are on.
Now it's working. The other day, they project Women of the Verge of an Albert Americano, but I guess even if you were not here, you watched that film, right?
Yes.
Once in your lifetime. There is a moment I love so much about accidents. There is a character in the film, Candela, that tried to suicide there.
Yes.
And Antonio Banderas and I helped her to come. And when we pushed her, we were in the decor. It's not in the real apartment. And when we saved her, she lost a shoe. One of the shoes fell. And then, it's great because I don't like these shoes, the actress. And like that, I can change the shoes. And I can change my clothes also. And Pedro said, "Listen, you are a model, you have very big feet. You cannot find a shoe like of your measure here in your friend's house, because your friend has little bit. Let me know, let me think how what I'm gonna do with that." Pedro Almodovar, I like very much the way he works, because he also loves accidents and mistakes and how rich they are, and like you say, they are gifts. And then Pedro said, they see one moment Carmen Maura goes to the lawyer to ask something, and the guardian of the building gave her the shoe. The shoe fell from the sky. Be careful, because the other with the head of the other who was having an argument with her boyfriend. Be careful. Carmen Maura put this amazing big shoe in her bag and go to the lawyer. When she arrived to the lawyer to ask something, she asked, "Can I smoke?" And she opened that bag and this amazing big shoe. And the lawyer was, "This woman is crazy, having a big shoe in her bag." And then the shoe come back to them. I mean, this is an example of how something that you are not expecting, how you come inside the film, and if you are open-minded and let this accident come through, that make it rich in it and more comedy. You embrace the accident, and the accident helps you a lot, and then I love that.
I like it to know that the shoe was not in the script originally, because I noticed the shoe. Yeah. How long time is somebody counting us, so we can continue? We can continue. Okay. So more questions.
Yes. Yes.
My name is Jordi, I'm from Spain. I wanted to ask you one anecdote about Pedro Almodovar, as you are talking about him. Is it true that you met him when you were working in a bar?
Well, I was working in a bar, but we met before. I was already an artist. I arrived to Madrid with my pop band. We called it Worst Impossible. Because we were a mix of plastic artists, musicians, and people who don't know to do anything about music. And then we said, we want to call each other worst impossible like that. If people came, we don't like it, we advised you before that we were the worst. And then we were very theatrical, we were 9 people, and we arrived in the late 80s to Madrid. And we had the chance to meet all the artists that was an explosion at that time when Franco finally dies and the light comes to Spain. But Pedro used to come to our concerts. About that, the lady that he discovered me in a bar is very simple. I wanted to go to Matador casting when he was shooting Matador, but I have a concert with my band and I cannot make it. And then once he came a lot to this bar where I was working. It was a rockabilly bar. About that, in the Low Desire, my aesthetic is like rockabilly to pay because I was working at that time. And Pedro wanted to capture what I was plastically at that time. And I said, don't make her up, don't hairdress her, don't dress her. I want exactly what Rosie is now. And he was very happy with my character in the Low Desire, but I was not feeling like an actress because I was too much myself. And he said, don't worry, in the next movie I'm going to write you something that nothing, the character that has nothing to do with him. And he wrote this virgin antipathic in Women on the Verge. That I drink that gazpacho with the somníferos, with the pills, and I slept almost all the movie. And I was like, oh, and this is being an actress is so boring. And they called me saying, tomorrow you have to come to the set because the camera is going to travel like that, they're going to see your legs. Only my legs. But I'm fed up of sleeping in this movie. And Pedro, I was asking Pedro every day, Pedro, I'm fed up, this is so boring. But Rosie, what are you going to do? People want to sleep. And then, but I was so heavy that one day he came with this amazing scene that, okay, today you're going to have an orgasm, you're going to have a drink, and you're going to have an orgasm. In your drink. Tú que eres español, yo digo que no llorar mamá, menos mal que yo soy de eso de que no llorar mamá y siempre estoy lloriqueando para ver lo que arramblo. Y this scene is so funny that you know, and then now that you have an orgasm, even if it's in dream, you are no more antipathic because virgins are a little bit antipaticas. Pedro. And then it was very funny, and I have this beautiful ending with Carmen Maura because he was telling me, don't complain, you have a beautiful ending with Carmen Maura, blah, blah, blah. But I have the chance to meet all these artists in the late 80s. We played the Rocola, in the legendary Rocola, and we were all, like I would say, ramen in the same soup. You know, that Pedro was already very funny. But he was already very, very known already in the underground, but it was already like everybody wanted to work with him. Everybody was, and I said, no, I'm gonna sedate him in the distance. And it works, it works.
Gracias.
De nada, querido. What else?
What else? There's a question
What
over
curiosity
there.
over there?
Mhm.
Thank you very much for coming here. I want to ask about tattoo on the left arm because it's a detail in the film that it's.
I don't hear you.
About
Tattoo on the left
tattoo
arm.
on the left arm.
My tattoo here.
Yes.
Oh, this one.
It was suggested to the film.
This one. This is because I am a dragon in the Chinese, and I like the dragons. And when I was 40 years old, I wanted to tattoo. A friend of mine gave it this like a present, and the tattoo, the guy who drew it, said, "No, you have to put the head here. Like that people can see." No. I want me to look at him because it's our darkness. our dark, that we have to embrace also our dark side, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And also, when I do like that, he put the fire in the chi, the center of the energy.
So Manfred was suggested, the film Manfred was suggested that you had tattoo because he gave them the earrings that fit to them.
Oh, got you.
He gave you earrings in the film that were fit into the tattoo. So she had your tattoo in mind when she was writing the script. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they
That's
want
what
to
you're
cover
asking.
it.
There are films they want to cover it, there are films that no. But I have not a lot of tattoos, only this one and the dragon. But for this woman, it can be that talks about the past, no? But it's true, very, very well catches your eye, huh? The image and the dragon. Very good, very good.
You had a question?
Yes, thank you. It was amazing. I was wondering, because the title of the movie is Madame, and the movie is about me. Does the title mean that you are the Madame, or is she the Madame?
With this Madame Toni Collette character, she was the tennis professor of the character of Harry Caden.
I mean the title.
Yes, Madame?
Does it refer to her?
Of course, refer to her, but isn't, you can interpret it like you want, because it can be the Madame that she is so unified that the Madame finally is the servant. I mean, yes, Madame is most like, I always say, my characters are Madame, Madame, Madame. But also about that, Amanda Ster wrote this film also to have this kind of observation, how we treat the people who work for us. Because it's true that you can have somebody working for you, 10 years, that grow up your kids, that perhaps take care of more time of your kids than yourself because you're working, and you can use this person like nothing, or you can treat that person like, you can let your kids under her, and then you can no respect how we treat the people who work for us. It's the same we were talking before. They deserve so much respect. And not because you pay them, you can say that, or not because you think you are better, because this Madame Toni Collette is supposed to be the Harry tennis teacher. Then she's an arrivista. How do you say arrivista to? She wanted to scale in her the level. She was a tennis instructor, and she became a Madame. And about that, she's so scared about me that I can pass from a servant to aristocrat and have this love with this guy. She has to destroy that. She's so jealous that somebody can do that. This is a little bit cruel, this Madame. But I lived in France many years, and I have the chance to meet a lot of Spanish women, a Portuguese woman that has to escape from Spain, from Franco, and from Portugal because they have no money, and they went to become boniche, le bon, the servant of the French people. That is very, very typical in France. I played a lot of boniche in French films. And a lot of people say, you're not tired to play the boniche or the bon or the servants? I'm proud. Let me tell you, because those women gave so much love to all that French families. A lot of compassion, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of real love. Real love. And while the father and the mother were working, they were there cooking, having a tenderness, to the kids. And I met a lot of kids that grow with the Spanish and Portuguese women, and they love them so crazy because French fathers and mothers, they didn't give that warm love that they have with these servants. Bravo por ellas!
Okay, I think we are to end of this session here. Then we have another session at 4 o'clock. Then we have a masterclass. I'm also there, so we will meet for the third time today. It's like we have to figure something out to talk about that.
No, I mean, I would like that we have a conversation all together because, like I said, I have no technique. I don't know what kind of masterclass I can give. I mean, but I would like that we kind of talk together about all these things, no? How beautiful life is, how all the poetry we have in life with our knowledge, no? And celebrate them. For me, the first word I say in the morning is thank you. Tak, 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 tak. And when you say tak, something beautiful happens. Because it is, I need that, or that, or I feel like that, or no complaining. But tak is like magic key. Mm-hmm. With the tak, yeah. We always have something to tak. Mm-hmm. Yes. And then when we say tak, something happens magical already for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. I think we should all give her a tak.
That she learned to say love, Aust. Aust. And I love so much a heart.
Hjarta.
That hjarta is like, we can do a song like that. It's beautiful, the tonality. Your heart is strong because it's like a living heart, huh? Something happened inside this heart. And the other thing that is the
kærleikur.
That is, I think it is very special for you. No, it's like Iceland.
Yeah, it is kær, something is dear. Play. It's compassion. Dear play.
That is so beautiful. How does it say?
Kærleikur.
Let's say it all together.
Kærleikur.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. The sonority is so beautiful. Let's see it all together. Heart. But at the same time, I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Because it's cacophony. 1, 2, 3. So they are having a special conversation.
Yeah.
We hate you more than them. Alright, 1, 2, 3. It's beautiful. That's speaking, huh?
I think they are pushing us out, Rosalie. But we will meet again later on this stage. So where will we be?
We gotta go, no?
Where is the masterclass? Where will it be? Here. So. No, this was not the masterclass, Lola. This is a dear friend of mine. She's one of our greatest actresses. And